Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in a Fortnite video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys 3 things that you guys can do that is going to improve your editing speed in Fortnite. So if you guys are looking for some very good tips and things to practice, that is going to help you guys edit way faster in this game, definitely stay to the end of the video because these tips are going to help you guys out a ton when it comes to editing much faster in this game. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys want to take part in this giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys do turn on post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video and when I announce the winners. And lastly, leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered into the next giveaway. And lastly, make sure you guys do add me in the item shop. All you guys have to do is go down to the bottom right, click on support a creator, type in creator code YoungHumor, which is my code, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to give you guys 3 things that you guys should practice that is really going to help you guys out when it comes to editing in this game. It's going to help you edit much faster, and things that I do personally to improve my editing speed. And over the past few weeks to the past month, I really have been grinding my builds and edits, and it has made a huge difference on my game. For those of you guys who watch my live streams, you guys can definitely see I have improved my building and editing tremendously, and it really has made such a difference on how well I play, and just being able to win more gunfights and just outplay other players much more consistently. So the first thing that you guys should do that I think is a really good way to improve your building and editing at the exact same time is going to be learning new high ground retakes. But when you're learning retakes and you want to practice your editing, you want to focus on retakes that specifically really help you out when you're editing, because like the retakes I'm doing here, these are strictly just building. So I want to show you guys 3 different retakes you guys should practice that I think is going to help you guys improve your editing speed tremendously, just because there's a ton of editing involved. So the first one is going to be the one that I'm showing you here. Of course, I'll have a slow motion to these as well so you can really see how I do them. But like I said, I really do like high ground retakes a ton because improving your building and editing speed at the same time is a really good idea, because when it comes to things like editing courses, which I'm not against, I think they're really good. But the problem with editing courses is pretty much all the time you're going to have a perfect setup, versus when you're in an actual game, it's a lot more practical to be maybe a little bit off balance, having to do a bunch of building and editing at the exact same time, and you're not going to have the perfect setup like you would in a editing course per se. So that's why I really do like practicing my free building, learning new retakes, and also incorporating a bunch of edits in there as well. That really has helped me improve my editing speed out tremendously, because when you're doing different retakes, you're not always going to have the perfect setup. And when it comes to games, same thing applies, because you're going to be trying to build, and also at the same time you're going to get shot at. So being able to edit and also build very quickly at the same time can be a very useful skill to practice. And so the second retake you guys should work on that I think is going to help you improve your building and editing is going to be the one I'm showing here. And if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, just add the floor and cone to the same time. And if you are a little bit newer at the game, I probably would recommend doing editing courses. I feel like once you get those down a little bit, once your edits feel good enough, I really would recommend incorporating builds and edits at the same time, because I really do think that's one of the best ways to improve, and you're going to get a lot more out of it. But like I said, if these are a little bit more difficult for you, so if you're a little bit newer of a player, then I really would recommend you guys to maybe just do an editing course and have the basic edits down and then move on to something like this. But once you start really practicing your builds and edits at the same time, you're really going to be unstoppable when it comes to arena and pubs, and also creative, whichever you guys like to play the most. And going into the third, it's not really a retake, it's more just editing, but I really do recommend trying to practice these edits specifically, just because this happens a ton when you're in boxes. Maybe you have a ramp or cone, and you need to edit the cone, and then you need to edit the ramp or edit the wall really fast. And this could be a very useful strategy, and something that I do a ton in games. So like for instance, I'm in a box and I have a cone down, someone's trying to take my wall, or someone does take my wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit that cone, and then it kind of makes a ramp to block them off, and then I'm edit out the side. So being able to edit very efficiently in this manner can be a very useful strategy, and also it looks really fast. And this one's probably the most difficult one because you have to be very quick. I recommend just having your blueprint out when you're doing this. Trying to go between this and your gun very quickly over and over again can be very difficult to do, especially on controller. So that's the third one I would recommend. So going into the next tip that I think is a very useful thing to practice is, so for example, when you're in a building, you have a lot of people that are around corners like this, just waiting for you or just waiting to take shots at you. So one thing that you guys should practice if you don't have very efficiently is going to be practicing running around corners and placing walls, because like I said, or like I just showed you, there's a lot of times when you're in buildings and people are hiding behind each and every corner. So you have to practice being able to run around different sides of the building, placing walls and editing very quickly, because especially if the other guy's running away, or maybe they're in a direction you don't know, you're getting shot in the back, you need to edit very quickly. I think mastering this skill here can be a very useful way to improve your editing speed and also be very efficient in games, because when people are hiding around corners, just throwing up a wall beforehand can save you from getting 200 headshotted or just getting hit for a large amount of damage. So being able to run around corners very fast, throwing up walls, is going to save you time and time again. So a really good way to practice this could just be running in a straight line, and when you're doing that, you want to practice editing, building off to the side, editing again, and then building off to the side in a repeated manner. And I think this is a really good way to practice being very quick and also editing very fast. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, then you can as well, when you're editing, throw in a cone, or you can even throw in a ramp, and that's going to make this a lot more difficult. But at the same time, if you can have these down very efficiently, you're going to be such a good box fighter, and you're also going to be very good when it comes to maybe running through the agency. There's someone hiding around a corner and you have to take them out very fast, or maybe just in any building whatsoever. Being able to throw up walls, editing them very quickly is going to save you so many times. So practicing these edits, I think, is one of the most practical and useful strategies that you can use when it comes to fighting people in close range situations in buildings and things like that. And also, this could be used really good for not necessarily tunneling, but maybe if you have a player to your left and you want to just keep running and editing forward, so you have a player in front of you and a player to your left, being able to edit and build to your side very quickly is going to save you from getting shot from 3 different directions at the same time and then taking an extreme amount of damage. So the last and final thing that I want you guys to practice that I think is going to make a huge difference is going to be practicing the edit that you guys feel like is the worst. So I feel like for everyone it might be a little bit different. For me, when it comes to ramp edits, I absolutely suck. I'm really bad. I don't know why, so that's why I've been practicing a ton. For some of you guys, it might be editing the top 3 corner squares. It could be double edits. It could be just editing pyramids. And whatever the case may be, whatever you feel like you struggle at the most with editing, you should just strictly practice that edit for maybe 2 or 3 days and just try to get them down. And so for me, I've been practicing my ramp edits, and here's just unedited of me editing ramps, and I'm absolutely terrible. Editing ramps for me is just something that I'm not very good at for some reason. I'm really good at pretty much every other edit in the game. I don't really have too much struggle with anything else, but when it comes to ramp edits, for whatever reason, I feel like I just mess them up time and time again. And so these have been something that I have been practicing on a ton recently, and I have seen a lot of improvement, because I used to be really bad. I'm still bad, but I'm not as bad as I was, just because I've been trying to practice and improve my edits when it comes to ramps. So for you guys, it might not be ramps, it might be something else, but just trying to figure out which edit you guys feel like you're the worst at, and then practicing that edit specifically for maybe 2 or 3 days could be a really good way to see some improvement. So if you feel like you or in game you keep messing up certain wall edits, then you should practice that edit till you have it down, and then once you have that edit down, find out what edit you need to have next. So trying to always look to improve on different edits is really going to help you be a lot more consistent, and it's going to help you edit way faster in this game. So those are the 3 editing tips and techniques that I've been practicing that I think you guys should as well, that I think is really going to help you guys out a ton and help you edit much faster in this game. So with that being said, that's wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found this video very helpful, make sure you guys do hit that like button. Make sure you guys definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys do turn on notifications so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video. And as well, I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to watch me play on stream, which I play solos every single day, definitely come by my streams. I get a ton of wins. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very active with the chat. I read all of you guys and everything you say. So definitely come by my live streams if you guys haven't already. Like I said, on this channel, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every single day I stream. But lastly, just in case you forget, make sure you guys do slap on those notifications, so when I go live, you just get a notification, because a lot of the times, for whatever reason, YouTube just kind of buggy with, the recommended feed and all that stuff. So make sure you guys do slap on notifications so you guys can see when I'm live. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.